I'm Nick Starkel,
I'm innocent Okeke.
and our project is on the Stanford Prison Experiment. Movie summary. Stanford University psychology professor Philip Zimbardo conducted a psychological experiment that he would test the hypothesis um, of whether, he'd test the hypothesis of how prisons affect people's behaviors. Um, he selected 15 male participants to participate in a 1 to 2 week study, prison simulation, and they would take roles as either guards or prisoners. They get paid $15 a day, so it's really appealing to a lot of them. Um, they were selected actually by coin flip whether they're going to be guards or prisoners. And so the experiment starts, and after only 2 days, the prisoners um, rebel, and a whole bunch of stuff happens. They end up fighting a bunch, gets abusive, and the guards become actually very abusive, and the entire experiment stops after only 6 days. The issue that is presented in our book that is present in this movie is social psychology. And a way that this is shown is that humans want to fit in with the group that they're in. And so you'd see like the prisoners acting like other prisoners and kind of doing what each other's doing. And then another thing is that people favor their own groups. And so the prisoners are going to like the prisoners more, and the guards are going to like the guards more.
Another form of social psychology in this movie represented was reciprocity, which basically means if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And then we have transitivity, which means people just share the same opinions.
Um, One of the obvious ones that they have in there is de-individuation, which they do this by they make all the guards and all the prisoners wear the same clothes, and they make them pretty much look the same on the outside so that they wouldn't have their own opinions and everything else. So pretty much whenever people become uh, less self-aware, there's no restraints, so they'll do almost anything that the group is doing. So if one of them was being abusive, all of them will be abusive, and then if one of the prisoners is rebelling, more of them are going to rebel. As an analysis, me and Keke are going to answer these questions. Um, the first question is, how did the depiction of social psychology in the film compare to what you learned in doing research?
The research the professor did in the movie was similar to the one that we did in our book. Next question. Do you believe the film to be educational value to the general public regarding its psychology content?
I would say yes, that it is, because it gives you a realistic picture of how people react in social settings, and when they're placed under distress, how they're going to act. Third question. Was the subject matter treated in a serious manner or a humorous manner by the film?
More serious.
And could the movie have used a lighter touch?
For the most part, the movie was fine, so I wouldn't add or subtract anything from the movie. Next question. Did you learn anything of value from viewing this film? If so, what?
Yeah, I learned that some people would say that they aren't going to act a certain way, and then as soon as they get in a situation like that, and they forget about the surroundings, forget about who they are, they act exactly how they said they weren't. Next one. Which specific scenes, if any, in the film provided particular insight into the psychological disorder slash issue being displayed? Portrait.
Whenever the first guard started to be abusive, it carried over, and the other guards thought it was okay to be abusive. Next question. Was this film entertaining to watch? Why or why not?
Yes, it was pretty entertaining, just because I've never seen a film like it before. Would you recommend the film to others? Why or why not?
Yes, this movie was actually very educational, and I was entertained by it.
Would you recommend any other films to be on the movie list? Probably not. No.
No.